struggling to get the type of skin that you want? What the heck does a skincare video have to do with being organized or an organization channel? Well, keep watching. Hi guys, my name is Julie. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I talk all about organization, simplifying your life, getting your time back so you can spend time with those that you love. If this is something that you're interested in, go ahead and subscribe, click that notification bell, give this video a thumbs up, and with all of that said, let's jump in. First off, why is organization and skincare even related, and why am I even making this video? Well, let's be honest. Everybody wants beautiful skin, and everybody wants to be organized and have a simple, appearingly easy, effortless life, right? And you can be as organized as you want, but if you don't feel good, or if your skin is not reflecting your inside calm, then, you know, it kind of doesn't matter, at least for me. Not being able to feel confident going outside, or other people seeing me without makeup, and even with makeup on, to be honest, makes me feel ugh, and like there's no amount of organization in the world that can take that away. The other thing is, by being more organized, I've been able to dedicate more time to research things that would work for me, try products out that will work for me. I have a much more streamlined system for my skincare, makeup, the way that I have everything laid out in my bathroom. I did a bathroom decluttering video a little while back, and that really helped me to kind of take stock of the products that I have and see like what is actually working. But that is probably not why you're here. You want to know what skincare things you should avoid and the mistakes that I have been making literally for years. Because let's be real, I'm not a spring chicken, you know, I'm in the millennial category, but barely. And I have tried out a lot of things over the years that haven't really worked for me. And I finally figured out ways to manage my skin. So before we jump into my top 10 mistakes that I've made throughout the years, let's just talk about what kind of skin type I have and a little disclaimer. So I have very dry skin. I think it's like dry and curly hair kind of go together, you know. People that have curly hair, it's typically dry. I don't think you can really have curly hair that's super greasy, because the grease like weighs down the curls, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have dry skin. I have, I guess, combination skin in that it's like kind of acne prone. Like I definitely get acne, but I don't have, fortunately, like cystic acne. I don't have like the really bad kind of acne that I feel like you'd need to be medicated for, but I still like get spots and pimples, and it sucks. And I just was like, why is this happening to me? The other thing that my skin has, because I have like fair skin, like I always tell everybody that I'm pigmentally challenged, I'm very pale. So, you know, whilst I can go in the sun, I typically choose not to, but I get freckles. I definitely, as I'm getting older, I will get dark, like age spots on my skin, so I have to be super careful about that. And, you know, I'm probably more prone because of my dry skin to getting wrinkles. Not the good kind. And yeah, so that's kind of my type of skin. I guess it's like combination, but I don't have oily skin. I think oily skin actually is better for aging because you have more elasticity in your skin, but let me know if that's wrong or not. And then the disclaimer is, obviously what I'm showing you here are things that have worked for me, but I do think these are principles that really can be applied to any skin type. I don't think this is specific to a type of skin. These are, you'll see as I explain them, that these are really things that are beneficial to anybody. So yeah, let's jump in to my 10 mistakes and things that you should avoid. Okay, number 1. This seems kind of obvious, I guess, but I have probably used far too hot water on my skin, either when I'm just like in the shower, like, and we're talking about my face. I mean, my body's a separate issue, but my face. So either when I'm washing my face in the morning, when I'm showering, I typically shower at night. The water I was using was probably way too hot, and so I'm making a conscious effort to just use like lukewarm water, as like cold as I can manage, that's comfortable, to help with whatever I'm doing, washing my face or whatever the case may be. So check the temperature of your water and make sure that it's not too hot. You don't need scalding hot water. It dries out your skin. It probably creates like a little bit of a burn, but I think primarily it dehydrates your skin and we don't want that. The next thing is I definitely have gone through periods of life where I have over exfoliated, thinking, you know, that I can like scrub the pimples off my face or the blackheads or whatever it is, right? And the more I read about this and the more I see other people online doing this, it's not good. Not only are those little like exfoliating beads, if you still use them, I think they're banned in most countries now, but those are terrible for the environment, but they're also terrible for you. They're like plastic beads. You don't need super strong exfoliation for your skin, because I think we think that, you know, by putting like you get different types of exfoliation. You get chemical exfoliation and you get like actual mechanical exfoliation. But especially the mechanical one, that's like little gritty particles, that's fine like once a week, but I don't think you probably should be doing any more than that, because you probably are stripping off the natural layer of your skin and removing the natural oils that kind of keep everything in check. And so you need to be really careful about that. I think the amount of exfoliation you could use is like a soft skin brush. I have like a little skin brush thing that I think is very gentle, or like even like a face cloth, something that has just like a little bit of texture to it. You don't need to be using like really hardcore sandpaper-esque type of exfoliation. It's not, your skin is not going to love you for that. The 3, Comedogenic products. If you don't know what Comedogenic is, and I hope I'm saying this correctly, it is basically blackhead inducing or pore blocking products is the word I'm looking for. So it is things that are actually blocking your pores and causing spots. And I've known about this for a long time. I mean, it's a word that we hear about a lot in skincare, but I didn't make the connection that the products that I was buying was probably comedogenic, and that was what was causing pimples for me, or like spots. I hate the word pimples, I hate it. So I'm gonna stop saying it. I don't like that word at all. But you know, I think that is what primarily that was my problem. I was putting on products that I thought were natural and helpful and nourishing, and they were just too much for my skin, and maybe they work for other people. And now I've learned to make sure that I look on labels that say like non-comedogenic and really pay attention to that, because that I think was one of my primary problems. And so I'm really being super careful about the products that I use now. There is also a database that I will link in the description box that will show you can go and type in the product that you are planning to buy or research and see if it's comedogenic or not. And what's great about this is that you can research sunscreens, you can research foundations or concealers, as well as cleansers and moisturizers. I'm not sure if cleansers would be considered comedogenic, but maybe if they're oil-based cleansers. So that might really help you just kind of eliminate the products that are going to cause your pores to clog. So along that line, what I realized, unfortunately, is that a lot of natural, or what I think they are natural skincare products, like oils specifically, you do get oils that are non-comedogenic. But for example, my understanding is something like coconut oil is actually comedogenic. So you'll see a lot of people promote coconut oil as a great makeup remover, which it is. It does remove makeup. It will dissolve like eye makeup and things like that. But it will also block your pores if you're asensitive to it. I don't know if this affects everybody. It certainly affects me. Or if you leave it on your skin as like a residue and you use it as a moisturizer. So you have to be super careful. I have used oils in the past, natural oils, that didn't seem to affect my skin. They did not cause me to break out or anything like that. And so I feel like those are non-comedogenic, or at least not for me. You know, make sure that you're looking in the database and you're seeing what kind of oils are good to use if you want to use oil-based products, or natural products if you want to do like make them yourself or order them or whatever. Unfortunately for me, like a lot of natural products on my face don't work, and it's really because I want to be as natural as possible. I'm very aware of like things that are put into makeup products and skincare products that we are told to avoid, like parabens and SLS and all these things, sulfates and things like that. So I want to be super aware of that, and so I went more the natural route, and I tried a lot of oils and just natural sprays and things like that, and it didn't work. My skin was breaking out so much more than it ever had, and I kind of eliminated the fact that it was like hormonal or from my diet, and there's a lot of controversy around that, or some other reason, and like the only thing that I can think about is that weren't the right thing for me, and they were blocking my pores. Okay, so this is one that I don't really want to talk about too much, but you know. So one thing that I know, that I'm very aware of, that was 100% contributing to my skin breaking out, and it's kind of a chicken and egg situation, and I'll explain, but that is like touching my face. So I don't like having bumps and lumps and things on my face. Like, I don't like it. I don't know if anyone would, but I struggle to like leave any kind of bumps alone. And I've also identified, even as like a teenager, but I've also identified that when I get nervous, when I'm stressed, when I'm, anxious about something, I want to touch my face all the time. And if I feel a bump, I want to go see like what is going on with my face. And of course, it's a chicken and egg, because the more my face breaks out, there's more to touch and like irritate. And obviously your hands are not clean, your nails are not clean, and I'm bringing germs in. Now we're wearing masks wherever we go, so half of my face is covered half the time, which I'm sure can't be good, like breathing in the same air, and it's gross. The more stressed I got about it, the worse it would get. And I remember thinking to myself, oh my God, I just wish I had clear skin to start with, and then I wouldn't be tempted to touch my face or pick at my face or anything like that. And I feel like yuck admitting it, but I want to be real and honest in the hopes that maybe this helps somebody else. And I know that like that's a bad habit, right? We all have bad habits, whether it's like ripping off our nails or like pulling our hair or touching our face or whatever it is. So it's just a human thing, right? And to break the habit has been challenging, but I found certain things that have helped me. And if that's helpful to you, I can definitely make another video on like what I'm doing now. By changing the products that I use, it's 100% helped me to control back over my skin, and also then become aware of like when I'm touching my face and how to stop doing that, and also identifying that it's like an emotional habit that I have. This mistake that I have made is just complicating my skincare routine. And this is where organization is really important, because, decluttering my bathroom, decluttering my life essentially, and being able to focus on something super important to me, like skincare and like my appearance, feeling confident going outside and seeing people, it's allowed me to kind of simplify my skincare routine. It allowed me the mental space to research, like, what do I need to do? How can I change this? How can I take action? And to try new things out, to have space, literal space, like in my cabinets, to put new products, to try out a different way of doing things. And by simplifying my routine, it has made the world of difference. So what I would say is try and not have a million products. You can start introducing new fun things like face masks or serums or facial mists or whatever people like to do. Those are all super fun and pampering once you have your skin under control and you have space to put those into your routine. Once you have like a set routine, like makeup removing, cleansing, a serum if you want, moisturizer, sunscreen, and then some variation of that maybe without the sunscreen for nighttime, then you can start experimenting with other more fun products. But until then, I would really simplify your routine. It's easier for you to remember. It's better on your wallet. It's easier for you to travel with or just to store products. It's also easier in terms of not letting products expire because you're using everything up. So it's just more affordable in general and just better overall. You're not wasting. Another thing that I think I was just inherently doing was not fully understanding my skin type, which I explained is like dry, sort of acne prone skin, and using products that are kind of a one size fits all versus products that are really designed for my type of skin. So I've recently discovered products that really help with dark spots and wrinkles and I guess signs of aging and that kind of stuff. And I think that's going to really help get me on the right track for my skin, and it doesn't seem to break me out, which is like super exciting. So I'm very excited to try that. So make sure that you are selecting products that are marketed to your skin type. Do your research, go on the database to check that they're not comedogenic, see what the reviews are, what people are saying about them, research as much as you can, and then make an informed purchase. Okay, so this is a big one as well. Also something I'm super embarrassed about, because if you know me in real life, you'll know that I'm kind of afraid of the sun. I mean, I'm not really afraid of the sun, like I don't have a phobia of the sun, but I know the sun doesn't like me, you know, like I probably should have been in a Viking climate or something, or like, you know, but Victorian England, where they covered every body part, which is not good. They're probably all vitamin D deficient. That's another story. You know, for the longest time, because I've struggled so much with my skin and I didn't know how to deal with this, I didn't apply sunscreen on my face every day. I mean, if I went somewhere where there specifically is a lot of sun, like the pool or the beach or a park or something, I would put sunscreen on, but I would put sunscreen that's just like for the family, you know, that I'm putting on my kids, that's like for your body, not really for your face. And I always felt so like about it, because I was like, this is not good, this is gonna break me out, this is terrible, it doesn't feel good, it smells too strong, all this kind of stuff. Stuff that's fine for your legs, not for your face, right? So now, again, going back to the comedogenic thing and like reading reviews and now what's right, I've like invested in sunscreen that's so good that I can put on under makeup. Doesn't bother me, and so far hasn't like made my skin any worse. And it's just like the best thing. It's like the best feeling knowing that I have sunscreen on that doesn't really feel like sunscreen, but still gives me the protection that I need as someone who is very sensitive to the sun or has very pale skin and doesn't have that natural inbuilt protection, you know. Especially growing up in South Africa, the sun is super harsh and probably have suffered a lot of sun damage. So I hope I don't look 85 when I'm like 50, but you know, trying to change that now. And I'm super excited that I have found sunscreen that works for me. Now the big one that I totally underappreciated, and I watched a video that I think Tess Christine put out about skincare, and this also got me thinking about it, that it's not just me who has this skincare issue, like a quest for better skin, but I watched a video that she put out, and one of the things that she said was that she was using a cleanser as a one-size-fits-all, removes makeup and cleans her face. Because, you know, you marketed all these different products and you're like, come on, and like, I want to be more of a minimalist type of person, like I don't like all the clutter, obviously, that's like what my whole YouTube channel is about. So I was like, I know, I want a product that does everything. And you know, just like the blender and the food processor dilemma, where you think that a blender and a food processor do the same thing, and then you get both of those, or you try both of those, and you realize, no, that is not the case. They're designed for different things. It's the same with a makeup remover and a cleanse. So here's the thing about makeup removers. They obviously have some kind of chemical in them that breaks down makeup and actually dissolves it. And I'm sure everybody knows, like, the number one thing that people will tell you is like, wash your face, remove your makeup, don't go to bed with makeup on. And this is very important because makeup blocks your pores. You know, it's not good to sit there, probably ages you, cakes in your fine lines, whatever it is. So now I've started to use a proper makeup remover. So I really like the Bioderma, it's micellar water. It's a French product that's been around a long time, and it became like super popular in the beauty community on YouTube and whatever, but it works really well. I think then the other version is like the simple version of that, like the company simple. Works super well. I put it on a breast pad for when I've had lots of children, only had 2 children, for to like stop milk from leaking in your bra. I'm just being real here. But anyway, it's like a reusable pad, so I don't have to buy the cotton rounds. I had them already, I'm not using them. So I put on that, and that makes, especially like my mascara, I can easily remove my mascara, which is so nice to not have to like rip out my eyelashes to take off my mascara. I haven't tried it with waterproof mascara because I actually don't have any. I don't like waterproof mascara because then I can never get it off, but I do understand why people would wear waterproof mascara. So even if I'm not wearing a lot of makeup, because usually what will happen is I will wear mascara and then I might put a bit of concealer on and then I have like sunscreen and stuff on. So that extra step, even if I'm not wearing a full face of makeup, still is really helpful to do, because I know then that my makeup is coming off, and then any remaining makeup will come off with a cleanser. Which leads me to my next point, which is that I was using a cleanse or something to cleanse, which typically, well, for the past, I don't know, couple of years, has been a bar of face soap. Now I know you're probably like, what is wrong with you? You have dry skin. Why would you be using a bar of soap? Duh. But this particular soap, I think, you know, I'm not even 100% sure that it was detrimental, but I think by switching it out, it's made a difference. Bar of soap, like, it passed the face test for me with the tight face test, which is like, if you wash your face with a cleanser and when you smile it cracks, that cleanser is too strong for you. So with this face soap, I liked it because it removed my makeup, it dissolves the makeup, and it gets all my makeup off, but and I thought it was cleaning my face, but I think it was too harsh. And so I think the golden rule of this whole video, if you take nothing else from it, is you need to be more gentle with your skin. So I no longer use the soap for my face. I use it actually to clean the makeup off the little pad. And I use the soap for my body, and we use it to wash our hands and all that stuff, so it's not wasted in any shape or form. And then I use a super gentle cleanser to clean my face at the end of the day. So to clean and dissolve the sunscreen, whatever other makeup I might have put on, or just the yuckness of the day. And that has been working super well. I sometimes use a little facial brush because it feels nice, and it's so soft that I don't think it's causing anything detrimental to my skin, but I don't necessarily use that every day, which I think is good. And you know, all of these things together have made a ginormous difference. The goal for my skin is, I mean, what I would love to do is to be able to go outside, no makeup on, maybe some mascara, and feel totally fine. And you know, a lot of the time I don't care, I just do it anyway, but who wants to be worried about their skin? I see everybody, you know, like I see everybody has beautiful skin that doesn't need any makeup or very little, and I'm like, wow, I wish I could have that. And so now I'm making steps that I'm seeing results. And if you are someone who's struggling with your appearance or your skin, like, understand that A, you're not alone, it's happening to everybody, and B, there are things and actions that you can take, especially if you have more milder, just irritating acne, something that's, you know, probably you don't need to go on to very strong medication for, or you're pretty sure that your hormones are pretty good, because I do think that skin health is very much determined by hormones. Skin is a good reflection of what hormones are happening. But if you feel like your hormones are kind of in check, you're not getting like cystic acne, then what else could be happening? And obviously you want to have as clean a diet as possible. You want to drink a lot of water, because this is good for your body in general. But I found even when doing those things, I would still, you know, have breakouts, and it was just like, it was very frustrating. So I found these things to really help by correcting these mistakes. It's made a big difference. If you would like me to do a follow-up video on my skincare routine and how I organize that and what I'm currently doing right now, then please let me know in the comments. I just felt really compelled to make this video, even though it's not like my normal content, but I wanted to get it out there because there's just so many skincare videos and makeup videos and everything on the internet. If you are someone who just wants to simplify and just want the down and dirty, what you need to do or not do, this is the video for you, because if you can follow these tips and avoid these mistakes that I've made, I am sure that your skin will appreciate it. So let me know what things you are struggling with your skin or your organizational journey or anything like that. I also have an organizational course, a mini course that you can sign up for to get your life organized in just 5 days. So make sure you sign up for that. Make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell, give this video a thumbs up. And with all of that said, I will see you in my next video. Bye.